It's me, Lady T. Okay, so we're coming back to you guys today with a video on basketball foolery. That's what we'll call it. I tell you, this has been a hard couple of days for me, which I knew I was going to have the reaction I did when I was watching Monday night's episode. She did warn you guys. Yeah, it was hard for me to really stomach, to the point I had to stop watching. I think maybe the first 5 to 10 minutes of it, I literally just I don't want to get emotional, but I mean, I think in this morning's video, if we have time, I'll kind of get more into why I take this issue more personally. Just say it really quickly.
Just the fact that, growing up, I was not always the petite girl. I've always been big for my age. I've always been a target or on the receiving end of people wanting to physically, mentally, verbally abuse me throughout elementary, middle school, high school, and even some of my adult life. So it really was hard for me to watch Keisha go through that. Watch the whole unraveling of everything. So, like I said, we're human. We tend to, not someone say make fun, but we see certain things, we kind of be like, oh, what's going on with that? We have posted up a video of talking about gay marriage. I don't know how many of you've seen that, but just in the instance, someone had wrote a negative comment stating that do we drink what protein? Protein diet.
I really don't know.
Stuff like that. Stuff like that. We can roll off our shoulder because people are going to talk. People are going to say things. We knew that coming on before we start making these videos, that we prepared ourselves for the scrutiny. Everybody's not going to like us. We know that. Everybody's not going to agree. We get that. But I try to raise my kids on, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say that. Don't say anything at all. Because you never know, you might get a person that you talk about them, they're going to retaliate or bite back. And this world we live in, a lot of people can dish it but can't take it. So, and that being said, I'll let Robin Eaglehands kind of, I know everybody's seen the episode. It's been...
Yeah, this has been a
hot topic as far as the content. And that it's sad that VH1 producers, with the Shed Media, Shawnee, the producers of this show, let this go as far as it did. No one intervened at all. Now, we've seen shows like this, say for instance, Bad Girls Club, even like Housewives, even early episodes of Basketball Wives, different shows that have fighting. You see the producers come behind the cameras real quick, to stop a physical fight once it gets to the point where, okay, somebody could, blood be shed or anything, when it gets to the point where it's just too much. But it really was disgusting to me that as the events were unfolding, no one stopped and intervened. No one stopped and said, okay, Tammy, this is going way too far. To even keep filming, that just shows the integrity of the people nowadays. And it took for this to get this much attention. It took for this to go out of hand to get people to, okay, we need to take a step back. We need to pull back. Just to summarize, last Monday with the whole thing, Tammy getting drunk and, wanted to bring up issue that happened, months, or I'm going to say months, I don't know, but, happened before they even went to Tahiti. She chooses to bring it up while they're on this vacation. And it just, in an instant, went from bad to worse to outright disgusting. Very disgusting. Tammy, after, this girl removed herself out of the situation, by walking away, Tammy takes Keisha's purse, tells her, you want your purse back. You're going to have to ask me for your belongings. You're going to have to ask me. And literally, and this is my opinion, I'm not saying nobody's feel this way, she tortured her. There's different ways, people say torture or abuse or whatever. It's different stages of things. She was outright tortured, to the point where, this girl literally, barricaded herself in her room.
And we keep calling her a girl, but she's a woman. And that's what makes it worse, is that you're doing this to another woman.
A grown woman at that, because...
It's done nothing for you to even... I mean, the girl didn't call you out your name. Mm-hmm. She called you exactly what you were. And you said it now. You feel like you were a fool. So you attacked this girl for saying something that you agree with now.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't your first time hearing it.
And it's clearly not.
That was your first time hearing it. And something that, I feel like certain bullies pick their victims by their feeling like they may be weaker. Mm-hmm. I really feel like if been anybody else, like let's say when you and Evelyn went back and forth, Evelyn at least fought you back, Evelyn at least cussed you back out. To the point, I guess you found respect in her, and I think she might have said that. Mm-hmm. The fact because Evelyn didn't back down to her. Okay, let's take the whole situation with Mika Claxton. Mm-hmm. She didn't back down to you, and it's like, okay, but you literally took a grown woman, that was raised with certain values, to where you literally torture her, and I really think you got off on it. The look in your face, the look in Tammy's face, she was feeding off that girl's fear, and it kept amping her up more and more and more. Then you get Susie. When it's been revealed that Susie, which I had thought knew anyway, was the one who back and told you this information. Mm-hmm. During the argument with Keisha at the table, Tammy at least 3 times, I may have counted, maybe more, maybe less, that she kept referring back to Susie as a bitch that went back and you told her this, you said this to her, you told that, you told that person that.
And Susie, and she put on her Twitter that she did not tell what was said between her voice and Keisha. She said that people need to realize that there are producers. So I guess she was trying to blame it on producers in the editing that made it look as if she was the one that told. But what was brought to my attention yesterday was that Tammy said on a couple occasions, you were right in telling me, Susie.
Yeah, when they got in the van.
I don't know if Susie didn't realize that we saw that Tammy acknowledged that you said it.
Yeah. So you put this thing in your Twitter, I didn't say that. This, you forgot to realize editing producers. Okay, that may be the case, but at the table, she looked at you at least 3 times and said the fact that she pointed to you that, yeah, you tell her, you told that bitch that, you told that bitch this. But and then even in the van, she was like, don't feel bad for telling me what you told me. I'm glad you told me that. Mm-hmm. Susie did not say not one time, Tammy, I didn't say nothing to you. Mm-hmm. That shows your cowardness, you weakling. I'm sorry, I do not like Susie.
She's been, if y'all would have heard her on all week, she's been going crazy about this episode, and I know it touches her in a personal level because of the bullying and things that she has.
Let me make this clear. It's not that I dislike Susie because I don't know the woman to hate art, but I don't hate nobody in this world. People who done me wrong, who did the utmost dirtiest thing to me, violated me. I don't hate anybody. I dislike certain things that people do.
I dislike certain ways that people handle themselves. There's times that I don't like certain ways that I handle situations, you know. At the end of the day, I'm like, okay, I could have did that better. I could have said that better. Or maybe I should have, you know. So this not make I'm a hypocrite, you know. I don't know this woman. I see her on TV. But I think that we all can say we have the, you know, God-given right to dislike certain people's actions. Now, you may call it judging, you know, call it whatever, but, you know, the fact remains, what we see is how you portray yourself is what the backlash you're going to get. Now, if you portray yourself like an angel wearing a halo, then we're going to talk, oh, she was so lovely, wonderful. But if you portray yourself as being this backstabbing, conniving, keeping mess going up, you know, like to stir drama, that's how we're going to perceive you. Still going off the fact that, you know, even, I mean, after, you know, Keisha got up and walked away, it's like Tammy kept going, taking this girl's purse, getting in the van, putting on her shades, going through her purse.
She was trying.
Going through her phone, hands Evelyn the phone, so they're like literally, you know, trying to see, let's see if she said anything. All the meanwhile, if you look at Shani knew this was not right. Shani the whole time back there with her long hair, the little cowboy hat, just shaking her head because she knew this was wrong. This is your show. This is your baby. This is your project. You had the moment right there to pump the brakes. Hold on. Tammy, Evelyn, put the girl's phone back in her purse, put her shades back. Give me her purse. Because now y'all going too far. Now, one time,
that's illegal. Like, that is so illegal. Like, if that was anybody, if that was Jen would have been already at the lawyer's office.
And then, like, once again, so Tammy wants her to apologize. You owe me an apology. If you want your belongings back, you got to come to me and ask me for them. Why do I get to come to you and ask you for my stuff that you took? You took. You know, and then Susie, just tell her you're sorry. Just tell her you're sorry. No! And I'm glad Keisha stood firm with that. Why am I telling her I'm sorry?
Yeah.
I'm telling her that I'm sorry for her cussing at me, her stealing my bag. You know, and it just shows, it was just so many dynamics of brown nosing and humiliation, you know. I feel embarrassed for Susie. Really?
It's just, I could never ever sit there. That's like, so you're pretty much telling me you would sit there and look at, you know, a man beat up a woman in the street and you would just sit there and look at it and like nothing, not do anything. Like, it's just so many dynamics of what could have happened to stop that before it got too far. And, you know, I think, like, the whole thing with Evelyn crying and she just can't stand to see somebody like that and so hurt. You weren't crying because you felt sorry for Keisha. You were crying because you knew deep down in your soul, your core, you were wrong for letting that happen and not helping that girl. So yeah, you might have felt bad for her, but you knew by you not stopping it, that made you just as bad as Tammy. And that's why you were so upset. And you know it. Like, just think about it. Would y'all want someone to treat your daughters like this? Would you want someone to bully your daughters and treat them like this to where they're defenseless and helpless? Wouldn't you want someone to be there to stop it? And that was my thing. Like, you know, just even moving on because we're taking too much time. So Tammy, after all this hoopla, she even then didn't, she may have said she felt bad, but I just feel like this. If you felt bad, that apology was long. Well, you should have done that ages ago. It shouldn't be to the point where Keisha, even to this day, is writing blogs and talking about that it really is still fresh and it hurts her. So clearly that lets me know you have not done a formal apology to her, to where you spoke to her off the cameras, all of that. You and her. Write her a letter, mail it to her, something. Like, it lets me know that you have not personally apologized to this girl for it. Then you go online and you give this apology that you never addressed Keisha. You kept saying my castmates and everyone was offended by my actions. I apologize. And she even had the nerve to apologize to herself. Like, you really are still trying to put yourself as the victim in all of this. You know, she went on the blogs and was like, you know, she feels like she's being bullied by the media. And now with new, I don't know if everyone knows, but as of today, she actually has deleted her Twitter. Just found it out just now.
Who, Tammy?
Tammy has. Yeah. And what I don't think she deleted, it's weird. It looks like it's either deleted or she made it private to where no one can see it. I don't know, but it looks to me like it's deleted. But you know, that just shows you people are going to stick together when something's wrong. You really thought that people were going to be on your side because they like Tammy. We like Tammy.
Yeah.
But you see this right here, you talk about respect, I have no respect for you. And yeah, you grow, you change, and this, that, and the third, but still, as time is going on, you still, I feel like, have not really addressed it and said, I was wrong.
But why did this episode have to air? For you to be exposed of what you did, for you to, oh, golly. That shows there was no conviction over you from when this first happened. It was only until these episodes aired that you got this backlash, or you feel, oh, you know, now you got to redeem yourself. You got to do this, got to do that. So for, you know, your actions are affecting your daughters. You know, where they're getting, you know, people harassing them on Twitter.
Yeah, one of the daughters has deleted her Twitter. And the other daughter said she was going to delete hers, but she still hasn't. She's really been kind of arguing back with people and trying to defend her mom and this, that, and the third. And that goes to show you right there that that's already continuing a cycle. Not that she's defending you, but the simple fact that she is not on her Twitter, from what I've looked and seen, and said, my mom was wrong, but you're not going to attack me. And leave it at that. Don't comment to nobody else. Don't keep feeling the fire and talking to people and talking junk to people who, honestly, most of the stuff I've seen, people weren't directing it towards her. They were just, you know, commenting on the show. And you were commenting on what people were saying. So, you know, your mom was wrong. If my mom did something wrong, I'm not going to be ashamed to say, Mom, and you was wrong.
And I mean, we have done that. I mean, we love our mother to death. I mean, like, with all of our being. My mama has been, you know, our backbone, our support, you know. But, you know, there's been times that, you know, my mom may have did something or said something. And, you know, Robin, even myself, you know, even our other two siblings, we have said, Mama, you know, that wasn't, you shouldn't have done that. Or Mama, you shouldn't have said that. You know, I feel like, say, if you surround yourself, you can't surround yourself with people that can tell you the truth, or you who can call you out when you're wrong. You know, my sister does it to me every day when I'm wrong about something. You know, not, you know, when I'm wrong, you know. I got friends that was like, you know what, Tamika, you know, that wasn't a good look, you know. So, like I said, I mean, for you, you know, I mean, like I said, this whole situation, it was really sickening. You know, I'm glad that we waited a couple days to do the video, because at the moment I was so heated, like everything coming out my mouth was, if we had a censor, it would be bleeped. This whole video would be bleeped out, because that how, you know, pissed I had got, you know. And like I said, of just how people sit there and let it continue to go on.
And on, you know, so Tammy has released all this stuff about, you know, there's going to be a new direction in the show and things are going to change. And
well, not only Tammy.
I'm not Tammy, but Shawnee did.
It was Shawnee. I think it's is it Shed or Shawnee?
Whoever, just know
her media, her company, and then VH1 said that because it has been picked up for season 5.
So we'll see how it changes and what the difference is. And it's supposed to be
it's going to be a no violence policy.
But see, this is my thing. This is the thing I want people to understand, because I'm not going to sit here and be a hypocrite and say I don't watch the show for the drama. Mm-hmm. But I come to realize it's not about the drama. I watch the show because I like reality. I like things that I feel like are real. And sometimes stuff just seems like it's put on and it's too much. And I feel like the scene with Tammy and the whole bullying, it felt like fake. It felt like you were trying to do something just to get a rise out of everyone else. It didn't work. And it didn't work. And you did this to kind of solidify your place in reality history, and you did it in the wrong way. But I like shows that when there is some drama, or there is some fighting, or, you know, going back and forth or arguing, that it comes from something that has really happened, like something where it was so wrong that you were like, oh my God, like if that was me, I would, you know. And these situations and the things that these girls are getting mad at now, it's like stupid to me. It's like, really, like, what are you're mad because she said she could have went off on you. That's what you're mad about. You were mad at Mika last season. Honestly, there was really no reason for it, how it got started, just that you didn't like her.
Yeah,
and you just kind of make it known you didn't like her because you felt she was going back and forth. It's like, you know, you're picking the stupidest reasons to fight and argue. And, you know, people need to take a page from other shows that are just like, it's like, I feel like Mob Wives, like the way Mob Wives ended was so beautiful. Like the whole gist of the show was trying to get these women that could not stand each other to get back together to have a conversation and talk it out. And that was the end of that show, and I loved it. And then you think about, Basketball Wives LA. Like, it was about them coming together. They figured out who the source of the problem was, and they fixed it. They casted her out. Look, if you're going to cause this drama, you're not our friend anymore. Yeah. And I just feel like, they got it, when something's working towards getting better, then I'm all for it. And this Basketball Wives, it just needs to get back to what it was supposed to be about. Now, another example that I want to bring up too is the whole thing we always talk about, it how they say, oh, editing. Let's take a page from Lala's show. Was it Lala's Full Court?
Yes. Which is my show pointless, but go ahead.
You're feeding the point of what everybody's saying. Is that because she doesn't have drama on her show, that's why her show's pointless? It is.
Go ahead and give
me but what I'm saying is, you see every time it seems like something's about to happen that she doesn't want on film, or that might be a little inappropriate, or drama feel, can you please turn the camera down?
Exactly.
Or can you please walk away, or go around, or she'll tell them to, give her space for a minute. And I just feel like you can't use that as an example. Regardless of contracts, of all this other stuff, you have the right to do what you want to do. If they really want to take you to court for you saying that you didn't want something filmed, then okay, let them take you to court. What they gonna get? They paying you. What they gonna get?
Exactly.
So that's my whole thing. You have the power to say you don't want something filmed. You have the power to not do something. Just like I was saying about Love and Hip Hop, how Chrissy, that was her whole point of why she doesn't want to do the show anymore, is because she didn't like the editing. She didn't like the way they were making her look. That she didn't like the situations they were placing them in, and she said something about it. So it's kind of like you can't use it as, editing can't be the excuse all the time. It can't, because you have the power to control that. You let the stuff go on. So I don't have no sympathy. You delete your Twitter and you feel like your Tammy, feels like she's being bullied now and she can't take it. Just imagine how this girl has to feel. Her whole family looking at her being tortured on TV. Just imagine how she feels and how her family and her friends have to feel looking at that. So, you pick your battle, honestly pick your poison, because you either was going to get ridiculed for bullying, or you was actually going to be praised for it, and that's bad in itself. So,
what was the support thing she got, or the little camp?
It's like Project Girls or something like that she does, like for inner city kids, and trying to, mentor them and stuff like that.
Especially if you're over something like that, you have to be mindful. Like, you knew this was going to be on TV. Like I told, like Robert said, y'all complain about the editing and producers, but when them cameras are rolling. And I refuse to believe, and if Shawnee does get the least watch or have some part of the editing before it airs, then that's something that you need to pull her to the side. Like, look, don't. But no, that's kind of hiding it. Like, the time will expose a person. So
you're right.
It's just like
girl, when it got bad when celebrities are really weighing down. Like, I seen Nicki Minaj had tweeted like she was so saddened by the episode, and she even retweeted the blog. And y'all need to read that. And I'm actually going to put the link below on this video too. The blog that Keisha wrote, where she said, it's not about arguing or saying the person's wrong who did this to her, but educating yourself on what is really happening here. And she did a real research. Like, she really did a really good blog. It was well put together. But Nicki Minaj retweeted the blog, and I just been seeing everyone from Cat Williams to the Coco from SWV. Like, it was a lot of people who were tweeting about this episode or talking about it, and
I didn't realize that Wendy Williams had stopped watching it. I think maybe last season.
Yeah,
she had stopped watching the show, and I'm not gonna sit there. I say I'm going to stop completely, but I do want to see a change. I want someone to be held accountable. I want someone to take responsibility, and if this new season, when this new season does come around, let's see if Shawnee's going to uphold her part of the deal, because it was stuff like this up with Shawnee, and VH1 decided to have a no violence policy for the new season. So let's see. These people are going to be held accountable. I'm willing to keep up mind and just do something positive. I think this situation right here that happened, we can make it, since it got so much attention, just like, you know, like I said, like the Trayvon Martin situation, that let's do something positive. Now we got everybody's ears and eyes and everything open, you know, this feeding positive energy with the situation. Now the comment that Robert E. made said that what did you say about me when I said that I don't see the point of Lala show? Not that I like to see drama. I just feel like, you know, I sometimes might question myself, why do people, you know, do reality shows as far as like, you know, who have, you know, like I said, somewhat normal lives. I feel like Lala and Mello and, you know, have a relationship that does not need to be aired on TV. You know, I think what they have is something beautiful, and I just really think that sometimes, I mean, and history has proven it. When it comes to married couples and doing these reality shows on their relationship, it just does something. It deteriorates the relationship. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, it's been proven at time and time again. After a reality show, the cameras are removed from home, the couples break up. And a lot of them always say because of the cameras, you know, because of things that were seen on TV, because of things they were exposed to, that America got to see, it caused problems in the relationship after the cameras start rolling. So that's my thing. I don't want it to, you know, happen to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want it to happen to them, you know, because I mean, they're quiet. They have a quiet relationship. This is, you know, keep it that way. You know, I mean, like she said, when they took a picture of her and her son, she was asking for her son to kiss him. You know, little boy, no, I want to kiss him. They took it as her attacking him, disciplining him. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So.
Yeah, so I get what you're saying, but overall, guys, please, I do hope people comment on this video and let us know how you feel about it. And
I have a question: Are you going to watch the next season 5 of Basketball Wives if it does go through production? I mean, like I said, I looked this morning, and VH1 did pick it up for the 5th season. So, you know, are you going to watch it? Are you going to kind of see what direction it's going to go in?
Yeah, we'll post that question below too. That's what I'm going to start doing, putting the question below. So that's going to be the question. Do you believe that you're going to watch the next season of Basketball Wives and even Basketball Wives LA? Do you think you're going to watch it? All right, guys.
And the thing, since the summer phone, you know, they have, you know, little summer shows. Any shows that you want us to watch, you know, that we can give reviews on, or we can, you know, have a discussion about, let us know. What was Scandal? You said you were going to take a look at that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of our subscribers asked us if we watched Scandal, so we're going to get all the episodes and then take a look at that so we can start doing our feedback on that show. And Big Brother's going to be coming up, which we watch faithfully.
Mm-hmm. All right, and we're going to start doing, we're actually going to do, well, I'm not going to say what we're going to do.
Because we keep saying we're going to do stuff and then don't do it. Like, everybody wait us to do our little pole dancing video and
all that.
All kind of stuff. So we're just going to take it day by day. We're going to, I think we are going to try to at least have the camera with us more. Okay. You know, that we have, you know.
All right. There you go. You're rambling. All right, guys. Say bye.
Please, love, y'all like my rambling, I think. She's so...
Oh, my God. All right. Nobody even gets to this far of the video. I want to see how many people actually get to this part of the video. Anybody who actually gets to the end of this video, please, I want you to comment and say, I made it to the end, guys, or something about you making it to the end. Because I can almost guarantee you, nobody makes it to the end of these videos, all right? We'll see. Okay.
Say it. I made it to the end, Lady T. And thumbs up.
There you go.
Yeah, do watch it, don't you?
No. Bye, guys.
Bye, love. Have a blessed evening.